फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, तो हरी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave. Jivatmano अनन्यत्वम अभेदेन प्रशस्यते, नानात्वम निंद्यते यच्च तदेव हि समंजसम. The identity between the Jivatma and the Paramatma is always appreciated and it is accepted. And therefore, nanatvam nindyate, multitude of the Jiva is not accepted. This is happening only because we are following a mechanical lifestyle. We means everyone. How one can become many? It is because of the upadhi. Therefore, this nanatva, manyness is never appreciated. Therefore, what is said that Jivatma and Paramatma is one should be accepted. But in the scriptures only tell that in the last life this happened, next life this happened. In Bhagavad Mahapuran, the story comes that Bharat was a great king and he got bored of ruling. So he left away everything and went to the forest to do sadhana. And there he fell in love with a deer baby. And they started becoming involved with that. Now when the baby grew up, naturally will go with her own kind. Like you people, your children, when they are children, very good. But when they are grown up, they'll go in their own kind. See, इतना बड़ा क्या बचपन से छोड़ के जा रहा है? अरे बुढ़ा वो तुम्हारे साथ रहेगा क्या? The same thing happened to Bharatji. After what? After listening to satsang. Okay, then he became so much involved. Now how he will be eating food and he didn't know even how to cut the grass. I only used to pick up for him and feed. Now what will happen to him? And in that he also died. Then he became a human being and he became Jad Bharat. This is the story. So, last life, this life, next life. This has becoming standard. So what is the purpose? Now here, the purpose is told. Jivatmanoho prutatvam yat prak utpattehe prakirtitam bhavishyad vrutya gaunam tan mukhyatvam nahi ujyujyate. Jivatmanoho prutatvam. In our Vedas, Karma Kanda, it is told that we have to do good karma, what you call it, Dharma Shastra. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, etc. Now what for this is told? Now here technically they say it is with a gauna vritti, etc. Now we will understand in our simple language. Simple language is, we are all expert blaming others for our problem. Very simple. Therefore, what the scripture have to do? They have to tell, look here, stop blaming others. Then you have done something wrong in the last life, okay? Therefore, in this life you are suffering. There are only two experiences. Papasya phalam dukkham, punyasya phalam sukham. Only two. There is no third. So if you are suffering because in the last life you have done sin, or if you are enjoying because you have done good thing last life. Now from this what is meant is, we have to be 100% responsible for everything that happens in our life. So last life, this life, next life is gauna. It is secondary. Primary is recognize you were earlier there when this body was not there. In this body also you are, and in the next body also you will be. You never died. Therefore, you are a continuous, unbroken divinity. Because of the upadhi, you appear to have become many. This is the purpose. But not recognizing this, we imagine that it is said in our scriptures, jiva and punya, papa, dharma, then get lost in that. Now, there are few examples given to make this point. मृल्लोह विस्फुलिंगाद्यैहि सृष्टिर्या चोदितान्यथा उपाय सोबताराय नास्ति भेद कदंचन. Now there are many topics in our scriptures. All the topics are meant only for bringing to our cognition the non-dual reality. There are so many dishes on the dining table. They are for what? So that our hunger is satiated. Purpose is only one. There may be 3 dishes or 10 dishes. Purpose is the same thing. In the same manner, the rule is the unknown is indicated with reference to the known. So what is known to us? The world is known. Then the scriptures are known. So from them we are brought to the ultimate conclusion. So 4 or 5 topics are very distinctly brought out in scriptures. One is creation. Second is sadhana. Third is who is jiva. Fourth is who is Ishvara, Paramatma. Fifth is what is the essential nature. And what is the ultimate in life. These are 4 or 5 topics. Now, all of them are meant only for yasmad ksharamati toham aksharadapi chottamaha atosmi loke vedecha prathita purushottamaha. So we have to come ultimately to this purushottama, the non-dual absolute being. See, in Sanskrit language, the 3 persons are indicated. First person singular is called as Uttam Purush. Then the second person singular is called as Madhyam Purush. And the third person is called as Pratham Purush. In this manner, these are the 3 Purushas. So, Yasmad Kshara Akshara Atitoham. I am because I am beyond the body and the jiva. And therefore, I am called Purushottama. See? So, when the upadhi is that of the matter, it is the thing, the world. And the experiencer in the world is the jiva. Now the teacher says, because I am beyond the experienced and the experiencer, I am the one, Purushottama. Now how it works? I is first person singular. Thou is second person singular. He is third person singular. Now make the plural. The plural of he is they. They continue to be third person. They don't change their person. Thou, you, second person, singular. You, again, second person, plural. I, first person, singular. Plural, we. First person disappears, which includes everything. Ekameva adviti. Therefore, on the foundation of this I only, everything exists. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Vedasya sarvai ahameva vidya. Now we have got two aham. One is small aham, second is big aham. See? Small aham is husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister. Big aham is man, woman. See? In the same manner, conditioned expression of the infinite is the jiva. And when the conditionings, don't have to destroy the conditioning, only recognize which is this one who is happy or miserable. That is all. So upaya avataraya nasti bheda katanchana. So to bring to this our knowledge, avatara, to bring to this our knowledge, various examples are given. Like the clay and the mud pot. So what is meant? Clay is the reality and pot is superimposed on that. So when the pot is broken, so pot is existence associated with the pot. You are broken. So what has happened? Name and form has gone, but the pieces still exist. Then you have powdered the pieces. Then pieces have gone, but the powder remains. Therefore, the rule is karya always ends up in the karan. When the ornaments are dissolved, they go back to the gold. This example here, therefore, I am giving. Otherwise, I never give this clay and pot example. Because one great Mahatma taught me this. One person sitting right in the front, very sincerely listening, oldie, and in between he used to say, Now, when I was looking at him, I said, how can I scold him? Very simple. Purity, perfect. So, if you remove the name and the form from the golden ornaments, what remains? Gold. Easy to understand. If you remove the clay from the pots, what remains? Clean pots. I was clean bowled. Therefore, Mrut Vispulinga, the sparks that come out of the fire, they will be the same thing. In the same manner, Srushtirya Chodita Anyatha. Similarly, the world is described only to bring to our notice this one reality alone is the truth, and there are nasti bhedaha katanchana. There is no bhed. Differences are only on account of the name and the form. If attention is on the substratum, all the problems disappear. Therefore, like in one jeweler shop, I was there in Thane many years before. Inauguration, everything done. And thereafter, he says, Swamiji, I am not going to give you anything. Suppose there are two statues, Rama and Ravan. Which you will take? I said, you imagine. You have got a freedom. Of course, you are a Swami, you will take gold. Are you clear? Yes. Now listen, what? Which is heavy? Ram, Ravan, you keep. I am not interested in that. Therefore, all these, I am happy, I am miserable, don't worry about it. Come back to your essential nature. Then why all these different types of upasana is told? Ashramas trividha hinam madhyam utkrushta drushtayah upasanopadishteyam tadartham anukampaya. There are three types of people. One is hina, dull-witted. Second is madhyama, average. And third is utkrushta, the best. So, depending upon the types of people, the upasana is told. See? There are some people, very good, I know quite a good number of them. One friend of mine, he is so wonderful, extremely helpful and full of life. His wife is very regular for coming for satsang. He will be sending the car for me and see that I don't have trouble. Then me and his wife, we go for satsang and come back. He never comes. So, one day he himself told me, You didn't ask me why I don't come. I said, no, I don't force anybody. Do whatever you like. You have got freedom. He said, I tell you really, what you talk, it goes above my head. I enjoy during that period when your satsang is going on, I go in the gym and 1 hour I spend in the gym. I come back fresh. It's nice. See? So you can't force, and therefore those people who come for the satsang, and if they are not utkrishta type, first for what is that? Hina, dull-witted. The moment they sit, in no time they are in nirvikalpa samadhi. It is not their fault. They have come to a wrong place. See, if there is a tabla peti, Nanda ke Ananda Bhayo Jai Kanaya Lal ki, they will be jumping out of the skin. So for them, a different type of upasana is told. Madhyama. Madhyama, they are told, first of all, they are told karma kanda, be physically involved. Second, they are told that madhyama, that you, enough of karma kanda, now you do the japa, and you do the puja, and cry before Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And the third, uttama, they are above karma and upasana. And then they are addressed these Vedantic texts. Therefore, all these things are meant only to bring to our cognition the truth that we are. Because karma is not meant for achieving something in life. Karma is meant for karmani chitta shuddhyartham. What is the impurity in the chitta mind? Impurity is personal likes and dislikes. We have to rise above likes and dislikes. For that, karma is done. But instead of that, we do the karma to get something and become more involved in the karma. Similarly, upasana is done for making the mind single-pointed. Single-pointed means what? It is available to us whenever we want, for whatever length of time we want, for whatever purpose we want. Mind is cooperating always. That quality of mind. Therefore, karma for purification of the mind, upasana for making the mind available to us, and with such. And the third thing is yoga. Yoga is for disciplining the mind. So these three things are done. First is purification, making the mind available, single-pointed, and third, discipline. For this purpose, karma, upasana, and yoga is told. Then we go to the fourth stage. Before we worry about the mind, find out, is there something called mind that we are so troubled? Where the mind goes in deep sleep? Is it coming and going? Mind is like a light in the bulb. When switch on, when body identification, mind born. Switch off, sleep, mind gone. So when we switch off the bulb, where the light goes? And when we switch on, after that, is something created in this hall? Everything is there. But it was hidden behind the darkness. In the same manner, when we are in deep sleep, because no identification with the body, individual mind dissolved in the total mind, and therefore nothing is known. There is utter ignorance, prajna. And then switch on, identified with the body. Then again whatever was left, that is again seen. Therefore, this mind we talk about, we have to understand what exactly the mind is. And the day you start inquiring about mind, what is the mind? Then alone you can understand how to control the mind. Without understanding and knowledge, you cannot achieve anything in life. Swasiddhanta vyavasthasu dvaitino nishtita drunam parasparam viruddhyante tairayam na viruddhate. Now various sampradaya, see, Swasiddhanta vyavasthasu, to prove their path is right, all others are wrong. See, like for example, the other day in Bengaluru, I went with our boss to to Iskon temple somewhere, I don't know, Bengaluru only. We went last year. Very nice people, everything is wonderful. And then I told the person who was conducting us very lovingly, hey, it is such a lovely place. Can we conduct our satsang over here? No, 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 not allowed. In our sampradaya, not allowed. Reason? Afraid. Hey, friends. Therefore, Swasiddhanta Vyavasthatu Dvaituna Nishchita Drudam. So they are so obsessed with this thing. I was in Detroit. That temple was Tirupati Balaji temple. And the host has organized the lecture in the ground floor. Above Balaji and below our satsang was going on. Message came. Kindly don't play Shiva bhajans. In an advanced country. But can you talk to them? So my host said, Swamiji, what to do? I said, we'll play cinema song. That is allowed. Shiva bhajan is not allowed. Hey friends. Therefore, Swasiddhanta Vyavasthasu Dvaitana Nishchita Dhruvam Parasparam Viruddhante. And then they say, how you call Krishna? Krishna as a God, God, God. One Arya Samaji argued with me in Netherlands many years before. You are all the time talking about Bhagwan Krishna, Bhagwan Krishna. How do you call him Bhagwan Krishna? He who married 16,108 wives. I said, okay, you don't call, I have no problem. But you have to justify why. Okay, he is Mahapurush, not Bhagwan. I said, sir, are you married? He said, yes. Then I asked him, how many wives you have got? One. Is she happy with you? Swamiji, you are avoiding the question. No, you are avoiding the question. No, Swamiji, we are on the, what you call, borderline. Then I told, Bhagwan Krishna married 16,108 wives. He was not on the borderline. Every wife was happy with him. So he who can handle such a huge cargo, he has to be Bhagwan, he can't be ordinary. My friends, Parasparam Viruddhante, they keep on fighting. Tahi ayam na viruddhate. Therefore, if your foundation is Vedanta, you are not against anything or anybody. Foundation should be this. One example I'll give you. In Assam, I went to some Bengalis' house for food. That Amma used to come for satsang. So I went. And she knew I am vegetarian. So vegetarian food was given. I was sitting on the table. Then her son came with his thali and sat next to me. Chicken, fish, everything. And that lady became so frustrated. Why did you come here? Go away. You should not shout. Swamiji is taking food here. He is vegetarian. I said, Mama, don't shout at him. I have no problem. Let him eat whatever he eats. I will have problem. He plucks my finger and eats. Let him eat. Why should we worry what others are doing? Because if you take it in the light of wisdom, everything is okay in this world. Nothing is wrong. Those who are killing, they are also justifying. Those who are killed, they also justify. Therefore, let us not get obsessed with anything. This Duragraha is the most terrible graha. Your Shani, Mangal, Budh will not trouble you as much as Duragraha troubles. I am the victim of Duragraha. That is the reason I don't allow anybody to come and give me food. Duragraha. Swamiji aur no, I don't know. No. Never do that. Tahi ayam na viruddhate. Don't be obsessed with anything. Advaitam paramartho hi dvaitam tad bheda uchyate tesham ubhayatha dvaitam tena ayam na viruddhate. Ultimate paramartha is Advaita. And Dvaita is only the effect of it. So, man is the Advaita, and then he became the husband, the father, the son. Has he become many? This principle you should take with you. That which appears many on account of any criteria is an illusion. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, criteria. Essentially human being. Then I had to get my heart operated. So I go to Narayan Hrudayalaya and the doctor say, okay, we'll get it operated. Doctor, who is the doctor operating on me? He is so and so. No, no, no. Is he having Bharadwaj Gotra? No. We don't search for his credential in terms of to what caste, color, creed he belongs. Therefore, Advaitam Paramartho hi Dvaitam Tad Bheda Uchyate. Tesham Ubhayatam Dvaitam Tena Ayam Na Viruddhate. And therefore, Paramartha and Aparamartha, that is the absolute and the relative, both of them are okay in their own place, and there is therefore no contradiction. When the man become the husband, is any contradiction? Man is husband. And husband is man, where is the contradiction? Therefore, Dvaita is not contradicted in Advaita, and Advaita is not superimposing anything on the Dvaita. With this knowledge, one does not become obsessed. See? In Gujarat, once I was going somewhere, there was one very big place, big Krishna temple. So my friend Swamiji, should we go? I said, come on. Go. That was a Gurukul, Krishna Gurukul. So when we went, small kids came with yellow thing, nicely. And when I did namaskar, first question those kids, which is your sampradaya? First question. So I am very, adaptive. Then I saw Krishna. Vaishnava sampradaya. Ay. Suppose I tell them I am Shaiva, go away immediately. See, friends. So Maharaj, Mayaya vidyate hetannanyam yat ajam kathanchana tatvato vidyamanehi martyatam amritam vrajet. Mayaya vidyate hi etan ajam na kathanchana. This ajam unborn reality appears to have become because of the Maya. Maya is limitations. So when somebody is married, he is limited by their wife, and therefore when you fill in your form, married or unmarried, that means no label is there. Is already over. You are no more a man, you are a husband. Achha? Yes. Therefore, Mayaya vidyate. Etan anyatha ajam kathanchana tattvataha vidyamanehi. And therefore, if there is really man after marriage becomes husband and thereafter he is no more man, does it happen? Therefore, tattvada vidyamanehi, if it is happening that because of the upadhi he has changed completely, then we will have to say the man died. Man doesn't die, and husband is not born. Therefore, martyatam amritam vrajet. Man is immortal and husband becomes mortal. It is not possible. Therefore, ajatasaiva bhavasya jati michanti vadinah ajato yamruto bhava martyatam katameshati. Those who are following the Dvaita, they are imagining the birth of the birthless reality. See? Both Jiva and Brahman, both of them are not born. Like husband. Is husband born? Husband is not born. The already existing man is superimposed with a burden of the wife, thereafter he is called as the husband. Similarly, Paramatma is already there. Then superimposed with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas, the same Paramatma is called as the Jiva. So be attentive. Good thought has come suddenly. It is so simple, my friends. If we are able to recognize this, once I was in Varanasi, and there, after the puja, very big puja, then I came to my friend's house for food. And normally when I go, who I'll go to the kitchen, find out what is there. But that day I went and sat in the chair and quiet. So my host said, what happened to Swamiji? He's not talking. Everything is okay. So he said, Swamiji, is there something wrong I had done? I said, keep quiet, shut up. I said, now listen. Then I told, look here, I went to the Kashinath temple, Vishwanath temple. And there the whole puja archa was going on in a huge way. That time it was a small one, not big one. And inside hardly there is any place, about half a dozen or more, 8 to 10 Panditji, chanting the mantras in a huge way. And that damru was going on, and all noise, ganti, everything. And it was going on. I was sitting there. With great difficulty, could not move even. So after that, as if everything disappeared. Although hearing everything, but hearing nothing. Very peculiar. So my host who was driving me, he said, yes, in the car also Swamiji didn't talk anything. Then I said, look here. Do you know what is Shiva? Then to explain what is Shiva, I took one tissue paper. And after you see the tissue paper, then I took a pinch out of the tissue paper. I said, now tell me what is this? So they say, it's a tissue paper. I said, further, what is in the center? There is a hole. I said, very good. You are very intelligent. You are a holy person. You can see the hole. Then I asked, can there be a window without a wall? There cannot be. So what is the window? Absence of wall. Is it not? Hole is it an object? So, in the wall which is present, wherever there is absence of wall, it is called a window. Clear? What is space? Absence. Avakashat akash. There is nothing. What will be the whole in the absence? Presence. Shiva is that. Dehabhimane galite vidnyate paramatmani yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadaya. Shivalinga is that. Every shape, every form is a hole in the space. Therefore, every one of us are holy. But what happens? This we don't recognize. And therefore we suffer. Therefore, ajatasaiva bhavasya jatim ichanti vadinaha. That those argumentative people, that which is unborn, they ask, but how the jiva is born? He is not born. If something is born, show, like you people do, what is that? Wedding anniversary. The celebration of madness. Wedding. Veda. Wedding. Good, better, best. See? Ajata seva bhavasya. What is the date of birth of the husband? Is he really born? Jati michanti vadinaha. So the Paramatma, who is never born, ever present, eternal presence, because of the conditioning of the wife, man has become husband. In the same manner, because of the conditioning of the Panchakoshas, Paramatma is called a Jiva. Friends. Therefore, this example. Switch on, light has come. Switch off, light gone. Switch on, again light has come. Again switch off, light has gone. You do it n number of times. Every time, is it the same light or different light? Any answer you give, it is wrong. See? Nothing has come and nothing has gone. Exactly the same way. Ajatasya bhavasya jati vichanti vadinaha. And they keep on arguing all the time that, see, because of the sin this happened, because of the merit this happened. And do you think our scriptures are telling wrong? Bhagavan also says in Bhagavad Gita that Shuchi nam Srimatam gehe yoga bhrashtopi jayate asava yogi nameva kule bhavati dhimata. Do you think Bhagavan Krishna is telling wrong? No, no, no. Cry. Therefore, what is the purpose? Why this is told? The principle of Jiva is brought in our scriptures only for one purpose. For us to be responsible for our life. Don't be expert in blaming others for the problems of our life. And this can happen if we want to practice this. We will not be obsessed about anything in life. Jo thari raha hai, so mari raha. But I said like this, you said like this. Before the marriage, only may. After the marriage, may, tu, maine, tum. After a few months, may, tu. Afterwards, मैं तू मैं तू मैं. And if you are a Gujarati, तू kabaddi. Whole life is only fighting. And do you know who are fighting? Husband and wife. Where are they? Nowhere. Friends, this is Vedanta. After having studied Vedanta, you can never be miserable. So, ajato yamruto bhavaha martyatam kathameshati. The one who is unborn, meaning neither the Paramatma is born nor the Jivatma is born. So, ajataha amruto bhavaha is immortal. Martyatam kathameshati. How can he die? Therefore, this point also I told you, when we are told last life, this life, next life, in these three lives, the bodies are different, but we are the same. Where are we born? Where do we die? Na bhavati amrutam martyam, na martyam amrutam tatha, prakrute anyatha bhavo na kathanchit bhavishyati. Na bhavati amrutam martyam. See, the immortal can never die and the mortal can never be immortal. Because prakriti anyatha bhavaha. You cannot change what is. It will continue to be same way. And therefore, neither the Jiva is born nor the Paramatma is born. Ekameva advitiya. This is the ultimate truth. Svabhavenamruto yasya bhavo gacchati martyatam kritekenamrutam tasya katham thasyate nischala. Now, those who consider that the immortal, which is immortal by default, has attained the mortality, how can you talk and listen to such people? And then again they are born as the jiva. And therefore, how the jiva can be eternal? Any time you come and stand in front of the mirror, there will be a reflection. Will that reflection in the mirror eternal, immortal? It can neither be mortal nor immortal because it doesn't exist. It only appears. There are three things. Na sato vidyate bhavaha na bhavo vidyate sata. That which is, you cannot destroy it. That which is not, you cannot destroy it. So simple. But there is a third option. Something is not, yet it appears. What we call the appearance or the mithya. That also you cannot destroy it. See how simple it is. Now the question comes, what to do with it? With the mithya, the world. Only one way is recognition of the illusion as an illusion is the only way to go beyond the impact of illusion. Therefore, start addressing your husband and wife with the prefix. What is the prefix? Honey, darling, you keep it, doesn't matter. But before that, super prefix. Mithya honey. The day you take this stand in letter and spirit, you can never be miserable. Therefore, Krutakena Mrutastasya Kృతం Thasyate Nishalaha. Therefore, those which are subject to death, the jiva died after the body died, then how can he be born? Therefore, the dead cannot be born and the immortal cannot be dying. Therefore, that which is dying, how it can be immortal? Therefore, friends, this Advaita Siddhi is being established by inquiry, contemplation, analyzing our own experiences. Bhutato abhutato vapi srujyamane samashruti nishchitam yukti yuktam cha yattad bhavati netarata. See? Bhutato abhutato vapi shruti sama. Whether we are talking about the non-dual uncreated reality or we talk about the relative world that is indicated in the scripture, how the world is created. If you study the 4th chapter of Panchadashi, it is indicated very beautifully. There are two types of creations. One is Isha Srishti, dusri is Jiva Srishti. Ikshanadi praveshanta srishti ishena kalpita. Jagradadi mokshantaha srishti jivena kalpita. There are two srishtis. God's creation is what? So kamayata, he desired. And after having created, sapravishata, he entered. Up to here is God's creation. After that, Jiva Srishti. See? Now what is the Jiva Srishti? Jagradadi, I am a waker, I am a man, I am miserable, I am miserable, I have to do this, I have to do that. And ultimately, I want liberation. So enter up to the entry of the divine in the Upadhi, the body, is God's creation. And thereafter, I am a waker. From here up to I want liberation. This is the Jiva Srishti. And if you want nothing, you are one with the divine. Therefore, friends, spiritual life is not fulfilling the desires. Remember this. But all the fights, misunderstanding, jagda, is only because of this. Desire doesn't mean wanting something. Desire means we are obsessed with something. Some people are obsessed with cleanliness. Some people are obsessed with time, punctuality. Some people are obsessed with the sound. Give up obsession, then alone we can rise above this relative world. See, continuing further, this we have done. नेह नानेति चामनायाद इंद्रो मायाभिः इत्यपि अजायमानो बहुधा मायया जायते तु सहा. So it comes in the Upanishad that neha nanasti kinchana, there is never any nana, any chacha. Neha nanasti. Ekameva dvitiyam neha nanasti kinchana. And this one, absolute, we all experience, but we don't recognize. And after recognizing, we do not accept it. All spiritual life is only this much. Learn from every single experience of your life. One experience, which is common for all of us. That experience is sleep. And what is that experience? There, the mother is not mother, father is not father, guru is not guru, shishya is not shishya, rich is not rich, Indian is not Indian, nothing. Everything. But there is this unqualified being is our essential nature. The moment upadhis are superimposed, immediately we start becoming that. Now see one or two examples which we always do but don't recognize the depth of it. We all are told. The other day somebody wrote me, Swamiji, you know so many, if there is some good girl for my son, and this is the biodata of my son. But I want Deshastha Rugvedi Brahman. The girl should be like that, from that family. Deshastha Rugvedi Brahman. Now, we are told by our parents, we are Deshastha Rugvedi. They are told by their parents, we are Deshastha Rugvedi. What is that? Simply listening and accepting. But then it becomes so obsessed that that is me. One Gujarati boy with whom I was taking food in their house, very chubby. So I said, hey Gujju, don't call me Gujju. I am not a Gujarati. Who are you? I am Lohana Kachi. Kachi means underwear. I said, can you tie Kachi? No, mommy does it for me. What is Lohana? I don't know. But who are you? Lohana Kachi. See friends, what logic it is. Bhagavad Gita says, Chatur Varnam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha, not Janmashaha. See, but how much arrogance. And we normally imagine that there is this caste differentiation between Brahmin and non-Brahmin. No, it is not limited there. This I learnt in Africa. One Indians, of course, so that man came to ask Swamiji, we have got a big problem. What is the problem? We got married, of course, but then our people at home, they are not agreeing how to solve it out. They say, what is the problem? See, problem is, we are mochi. And the wife with whom I am married, she is a mistri, doing, this construction work. Now, naturally, we being mochi, we are superior, and she is inferior. How can the mochi and the mistri should get married? That is their problem. That day I discovered this division is not Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Among them also, there is a tremendous difference. In Piparia, with whom I was staying, husband, wife, and me, only three. There were 4 servants. I said, for lifting us and taking somewhere or what? No, Swamiji. The cook, she doesn't wash the dishes. The one who washes the dishes, she doesn't wash the clothes. The one who washes the clothes, she doesn't sweep the house. That is inferior. I can wash only clothes, not juta bartan. My God. And this is taken as real. Therefore, the teacher says, Neha naneti chamnayar indro maya bihi api ityapi ajayamano bahuda maya jayate. What is this maya? The quotation is given. Indra alone has become many because of this maya, and maya is mistaking the superimposed entity as real. It has no value, no nothing. And then Mayaya Jayate tu Saha. Because of this Maya is the limitations. Because of these limitations, then that one appears to have become many. Different. You see, throughout the world, all the fighting is only on this thing. It's not only among Hindus. In every religion, only we are superior, you are inferior. Therefore, the संभूतेः अपवादश्च संभवः प्रतिषिध्यते को नु एनं जनयेत् इति कारण प्रतिषिध्यते. In the scriptures, Sambhuti means Hiranyagarbha. He is condemned by negating the effects of the world. There is nothing created. How there can be a creator? If this is real, then there can be a creator. So this point also I told you. Cause is established with reference to the effect. But the effect is an illusion. Who created it? Can we say that the mirage water is created by the sun rays? Can we say that the mirage waters are created by the hot air? Can we say the mirage waters are created by God? Can we say that the mirage water is created because we are looking at it? If we go, mirage water will disappear. No. Why? It doesn't exist. And therefore, rule is cause and effect is an illusion. Therefore, don't get lost in that. Don't ask that dumb word, why? The second thing is how. Our life is wailing by howling. So, samute apavadascha sambhava pratishidyate konu evam janayet iti karanam pratishidyate. Therefore, who is the cause of this world? Who has created this world? All these questions are redundant. They have no value. See? This example also I have given. In Rishikesh it happened. One child was crying and there were three ladies. And I happened to be enjoying the whole world. My life is only celebration. So, three ladies. Why the child is crying? Why you worry? Relax. No, he may be crying because he may be hungry. Who can say? Mother. Mothers cannot think beyond feeding the child like a tiffin box, borrow. Then, second one. The second lady, she is a doctor. Doctors cannot think health. Rather, they don't like healthy people. Healthy kahin ka aa gaya, bhag yahan se. Doctors don't like healthy people. Unhealthy, aiya. Bakra aa gaya. See my courage talking in front of the doctors. Therefore, he was talking, he may be having something abdominal colic, etc. Therefore, children cry. The third one, social worker. Social worker can make story out of everything. In our country, say stop. Don't make a story. Then you tell, I say, I will not tell. I don't imagine. He is there, ask him directly. The one who is crying, you ask him. So when he was, hey, why are you crying? Nothing, time pass. Continue. What can you do? So why the world is created? To whom will you ask the question? If the creation is real, then this question is valid. See, friends, therefore, one of the most powerful spiritual practices is get out of this catch of cause and effect. Cause and effect is an illusion. But we are all the time lost in that. स एष नेति नेति इति व्याख्यातम निन्नुते यतः सर्वम अग्राह्य भावेन हेतुनाजम प्रकाशते. And therefore, the scriptures talk about the reality in the language of negation. Because what we know, that is not the truth. So we know Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. The truth doesn't have any of them. The self has none of them. Then second thing, the emotions. Paramatma is beyond emotion. Third, intellect. Intellect is talking in terms of concepts. The truth is not a concept. Then, that which you cannot talk about. Therefore, in Upanishad it comes. Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vak gacchati, na manaha, na midra, na manaha, na vidmaha, yatha etad anushishyat. We don't know how to teach. And then for practice, the Upanishad says, Yan manasana manute, yena ahur manomatam, tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam yadidam upasate. That which is not the subject matter of the mind, but that because of which the mind is able to think, that is the Brahman, that Brahman thou art. You know that you are the Brahman, nedam yadidam upasate. A ghanti bajao chhod do. Therefore, sa esha neti iti vyakhyatam ninnute yataha sarvam agrahyam bhavena. Therefore, all that is known is rejected. And ultimately we come to a point, there is nothing to reject. Meaning, you have reached a point of absolute absence. That which is present in the absolute absence is the truth. Anywhere you take, Upanishad doesn't tell what is the truth. Anya devatar viditat aviditat adhi. It is other than the known and the unknown. Narada Bhakti Sutra you take, there also what is Paramatma never told anywhere. You see, throughout Narada Bhakti Sutra. Bhaktim vyakhya samaha satu asmin parama prema rupa amruta swarupa cha sa bhakti to asmin in this parama prema rupa of the supreme love. Asmin means what? Asmin is a pronoun. It is not a proper noun. Therefore, we yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasa. And that is why vacho nivartante aprapya manasasa. So, maunam vyakhya prakatita para brahma tattvam yuvanam varshishtanti vasadrushiganahi avrutam brahmanishtahi acharendram karakalita chin mudramananda rupam swatma ramam mudita vadanam dakshinamurti mide. That is the meaning. Like the eyes cannot see themselves, in the same manner, we cannot know ourselves. And therefore, being is knowing, and knowing is being. You cannot know without being, and you cannot be without knowing. See? They are not separate. Sat and Chit are one. Sat is being, Chit is knowing. When the Sat and Chit merge, then Ananda happens. See, Sat, Rasgulla. Chit, tongue. Merge, Ananda. The bliss that we have in deep sleep, where from it comes? There, the knower, Chit, and the known, Sat, they don't stand differentiated. But these people who get lost in Upasana all the time are very much obsessed. You will see, these Upasakas are very obsessed. Jiddi hote. Upasakas, one. Second, yogi. Third, tapasvi. Have you ever heard any devotee of the Lord has cursed somebody? No story comes in any book. But the tapasvi, the yogi, the karma kandi, in Andhra, I think, in Hyderabad, there used to be my friend, and very strong. He had no friends except me. I was the ekameva dvitiya. He was not able to manage with anybody. So something happened, and then he said, that man, he will extremely suffer in his old age. Cursed him. And his curse was so strong that man really suffered. Be attentive. When you are angry, you are extremely single pointed. When you are happy, you are relaxed. Therefore, we told you, when you are angry, don't discuss. Then what to do? Go to bathroom. These are the basics of life, of spiritual life. So, esha neti di neti vyakhyatam nilyute yataha sarvam agrahyam bhavena. See, all that cannot be comprehended by the known means of knowledge. This is what we told in simple words. What is the truth? The pramana nirapeksha anubhuti. Experience which does not involve operation of any known means of knowledge. Known means of knowledge are sense organ, mind and intellect. And we are fighting with these three. Sarva agrahya bhavena hetunajam prakashate. Therefore, ajam, the reality, is always spoken of in the language of the negation. Sato hi mayaya janma yujjate na tu tatvataha tatvato jayate yasya jatam tasyam hi jayate. Sataha janma mayaya yujjate na tu tatvataha. The satya, the reality, is born only out of maya. See? Like how, what is a maya? When an actor goes on the stage, he is born as some character. Is he really born? It's only the role that he has to play. Exactly the same way. All of us are expressing through some kind of conditioning. So we have to play the role. So Satohi Maya ya Janma. Now what is the Maya? Accepting some limitation as real. One of my friend, his father is no more, and he was telling me, very, very sincere, very dedicated, very capable and full of life. He is not interested in anything in this world, except all the time satsang, satsang. Businessman. So he said, Swamiji, my father told me when I got married, yes, then first thing, don't argue or fight with your wife. Do what you have to do. For example, you like non-vegetarian, yes. He doesn't like, very good. Then go outside, eat nicely. You don't have to tell her that you are eaten. Come home comfortably. And then be vegetarian. Today I am not feeling good. I'll take only little rice, okay? Because already daba ke aaye na. What is the net result? Peace is important. Mahabharata says, the Satya is not the Satya, Asatya is not the Asatya. That by which peace prevails is the truth. Suppose you know, as a doctor, he is going to collapse and all that. And even then the doctor, no, don't worry, you'll be all right. Can we say, how are you? Are you going to marne wala hai? No. But are you not telling lies? Yes, they are required. So that, because of which somebody is benefited, should be the one. Therefore, Satohi Maya ya Janma. So it is only the Maya. Transaction, therefore, yujjate natu tatvataha. Essentially, the world is never really created. It only appears because of the name and form. See, those who are born deaf For them, sounds, words do not exist. So, where are the sounds or the words of this whole world? They are in their hearing abilities. For a blind person, colors and forms don't exist. Where are the colors and forms? In his vision. So, vision is unmanifest colors and forms. And what are colors and forms? Manifest vision. So, when we go to the ophthalmologist, do you think he gives us vision? No, he doesn't give us vision. Vision is already there. But there was some kind of cataract, something came. So, when it is removed, it is already there. So, what is created? When our understanding goes in this way, then you will see we will never be disturbed on any issue in life. And for this principle, try. Always be a follower. Don't become a leader. You will be relaxed. There are many houses. There the man tells, today, aaj ye khana banao. Later prepare. Whatever she prepares. And if you don't like, even then eat. Thereafter go out for a walk. So, net result, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. See, there are some ladies, they cannot cook properly. There was one old couple, and she was very much interested in cooking, but the worst kind of cook in the world. Now he has to survive with her. What can you do? So one evening she was very romantic and she said, honey, darling, tonight we'll have candlelight dinner. Okay, what can you do? And then waiting for the night, for the candlelight night. So about 8 o'clock or so, then nice table was arranged, beautiful crockery, everything and all that. And she said, honey, come. Yes. Then he started eating something. Now you tell me, what is the best thing on the table today? She is a cook. What she expects about the food? Candles are very beautiful. This is how life is. Don't become serious on stupid things. On the contrary, stupid people are serious. Satohi mayaya janma yujyate natu tattvataha. Essentially, the truth is not created. It cannot. If it is created, it will be destroyed. Therefore, we told you, meditation is not done. We have to live in meditation 24/7. Then alone we are walking the spiritual path. So, sato hi mayaya janma yujyate natu tattvataha. Tattvato jayate yasya jatam tasya hi jayate. Therefore, that which can be created, it can be created, but essentially the truth is never created. Therefore, what can be created? Out of a man, husband can be created. But that creation will be illusion, not real. The day you take this stand in your life, therefore now change addressing your wife and husband. Don't forget, Mr. Mrs. No. When you fill in the form, no, they ask you, Mr. Doctor, etc. You write Mithya. You will never be miserable in life. Narayana. Continuing further. असतो मायया जन्म तत्वतो नैव युज्यते वंद्या पुत्रो न तत्वेन मायया वापि जायते. असतः जन्म, that which is not, it cannot be either because of maya or essentially. Example is given, Vandhya putraha na tatvena jayate va mayaya jayate. So this is one of the most famous example given in the scripture. Vandhya putra. On the basis of this, Dhaneshwar Maharaj has written a very beautiful, hilarious poetry. They call it Bharud. काट्याच्या आणीवर वसले 3 गाव, 2 ओसाड एक वसे चना. On the tip of a thorn, there were 3 villages. 2 were barren, in one there was nobody. And in that one village, there were 3 pot makers. 2 were dead, one was never born. Then they made the 3 pots. 2 were raw, one was never cooked. Then they went to sell those pots in the market. On the way, they came across 3 rivers. 2 were dry, in one there was no water. And in this manner, they went to a market and sold their product. And they got 3 rupees. 2 fake, one was not working. To understand this story, go to Guru Maharaj, he will teach you. See, nothing has ever happened. Nothing is going to happen. You cannot be miserable. Therefore, asato mayaya janma tatvataha va anyway mayaya na jayate. Therefore, that which is not, it is not. Vandya putro, like Vandya putra, it cannot be any way be created. Yes, it can be created. Why? Adopt somebody and then suffer throughout life. There was one couple somewhere. The husband was, I think, commissioner, and the wife was also IAS, something in some big position. So she was coming for my talk. One day she said, Swamiji, we have got a son. I said, congratulations. No, we are thinking to adopt another child. I said, why you can't produce second child? No, we can, but we are thinking to serve the society, we'll adopt one child. I said, by this, you will destroy your life, you will destroy his life. After some time or the other, it will be known, he is not your son. These 2 fellows will start fighting and your life will be destroyed. Don't get lost into these kind of funny things. Then what I said, produce half a dozen. Why 2? Actually, the problem of the world is today, the quality genome is not propagated. And the useless mosquitoes, pigs, poultry, they are in huge number. Naturally, the whole balance will disappear. See? Therefore, every educated, intelligent person should have 6 children. Then see the joy. But not only that, the girls do not want to have children. One of the biggest problem of Japan is this. Only old people. And the youngsters, they neither want to get married nor they want to have children. Therefore, recognize this world. Don't become too much involved. Whatever we are supposed to be for, do it happily, cheerfully. Continuing this further, we'll take in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.